Here's Alex Jones showing that he hasn't actually lost his crazy skills, or I guess you would say lost his crazy fastball over the years. He's still throwing 98.
Care, people. Overhead shot, please. You know what this is? This is ivermectin for humans that won a Nobel Prize as an antiviral. And this is inhalable, or these are the tablets, steroids. So let me show you. I was going to do this anyways earlier. See this? See this, Fauci? You see this, Bill Gates? I'm going to kill those prions, you bastard murderers. You're going to hit me with a bioweapon, you monster. You want to suppress me? You want to kill me, you son of a bitch? You goddamn demon? You think I'm easy to kill?
Goddamn demon.
Think I'm going to roll over to your crap?
Is that
Was that a beer? Or
Joe Rogan kicked your murdering ass, too. You'd love to bury him, too, you little monster maggot. He's in this National Geographic piece about, oh, I don't usually deal with my enemies right away. I get them later. Yeah, you creep up on with a poison injection, dressed up in a lab coat, you little Joseph Mengele, Nuremberg Code violating monster. Nobel Prize winning for humans. 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 What, 2005? Nobel Prize winning for humans. Oh, Joe Rogan. Joe He went and drank the horse paste. He's stupid. I bet he got it from Alex Jones. They're both so dumb. They're both going to be dead. Yeah, that's why Joe's worth like $300 million. Yeah, he's real stupid. That's why he lives in a $60 million house on the river. You leftists taking all the shots and dying are the dumbasses. He's the one that headlines with Dave Chappelle, not you. You're stupid. And I sure wish you'd wake up. But you sit there calling me stupid, an independent media person that built the biggest independent media operation in the world, that changed the whole paradigm with my badass listeners, and you sit around and laugh at us? Medical doctors gave that to me. It is incredible. It helped my family. It helped me. It helped everybody. And it's approved for humans for all sorts of viral stuff. But that murderer Fauci doesn't want you to know because he wants the planet for himself and he wants you dead. Well, guess what, Fauci? We ain't rolling over and dying so easily, you little murderer.
Oh my God, that was amazing.
You got to admit he's got broadcast skills.
He does. He has pizzazz.
I mean, it's almost like they had to have injected. That's not even amphetamines. That's like something like a cross between bull semen and strychnine.
Maybe it's a combination of ivermectin. Right. Maybe it's like synergistic.
Maybe. But man, that is amped up to the nth degree.
Yeah. I mean, ivermectin, just to clarify, I lost like 100 subs on my YouTube channel because I had on Dr. Adam Gaffney, who is very measured in his approach. He's like, we shouldn't shame or mock people who don't get the vaccine. You know, we got to get people to take the vaccine. He's very much opposed to that like embarrassing idea that we turn people away for treatment, like Jimmy Kimmel joked about. But apparently there was actually a Washington Post piece that suggested that, like, in all seriousness. But you know, ivermectin is treatment. It's not a vaccine. But also it's like Adam was saying this, like things can be healthy and not prevent or even work on certain things. Like water is healthy. You know what I mean?
Or they could be harmless. I think that's
harmless.
Probably,
yeah, they could be harmless.
The ivermectin thing it drives me nuts because I actually could not give less of a shit about this topic, but I've ended up having to write about, not having to write about, I've ended up writing about it like 3 times, you know, mainly because of they censored it out. And then because of this recent thing where there was this screw up about where they were reporting a story about people were overdosing in such huge numbers that they were blocking gunshot victims from getting treatment in an Oklahoma hospital, which turned out not to be true. But again, with the thing with ivermectin, you can say the thing that's true about it, which is that the FDA strongly recommends against using it, that there's basically no real solid evidence that it works either as a prophylactic or as a treatment for symptoms for COVID. Like the overwhelming consensus is that it doesn't work, right? However, there's a few things here and there that are true about it, right? And you should be able to concede that without triggering this massive, response in media. Like the thing that Alex Jones is yammering about the Nobel Prize winning, like that is actually true.
It is.
So when you just deride it as being horse paste, I think what ends up happening is that people see that and then they say, well, they're lying. Why are they lying to me? And then they're going to be more likely to go and take horse paste. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes, it's counterproductive.
Yeah, no, Alex Jones is something. Yeah, he's
the camera loves him.
Yeah, I get the camera does love him, actually.
I mean, love hates him. Right? Because he kind of just looks like a commanding goblin, to use a turn of phrase. Well, he uses the term goblin a bunch, not commanding, but he's like a goblin. You want to keep
use the
watching.
word goblin a lot?
Oh yeah, he told me Hillary Clinton was a goblin.
Really?
Yeah.
Were you on his show?
Oh no, God no! I'd love to be. Alex, call me. No, I ran into him in Cleveland. I've shown you that video.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Right.
He's like, we're not gonna roll over. He's so good on his feet. I'm like, hi, how are you doing? Are you enjoying yourself? Because I didn't plan it. I just ran into him. So I didn't have my quest, so I was stalling. I was like, hi, how are you enjoying yourself? He's like, yeah, I'm enjoying myself. I always enjoy resisting tyranny. I was enjoying resisting tyranny. That's it.
He's on message like in 3 seconds, right?
Oh my God. And I was like, who do you prefer, Trump or Hillary? He's like, well, Hillary's a lying goblin.
Nice.
And then he said, I was like, any reservations? He's like, well, I don't like the whole torture thing, but at least he's honest about it. Hillary's a goblin who's going to piss all over the world.
Goblin piss.
Forget ivermectin.
No, if you drank goblin
piss, yeah.
This helps me. This helps a lot of people.
Maggot. Dr. Mengele. Oh my God, he hates Fauci. I mean, Fauci is not... I'm mad. We got to do an episode on this. I mean, it's the Dems are not... Biden is not doing everything he could to help get people vaccinated in other countries. That's bad for the American citizen. That's just good for COVID, bad for people.
Well, that's one of the big problems I have with... Actually, I don't have a problem with the mandate theoretically. It's the way that they've done this is it suggests to me that they're not really serious, right? Like if they really wanted to if they were desperately focused on eradicating the disease for American citizens, especially with the idea of new and dangerous variants coming in, all you'd have to do is wave your hand and say, go with God, make generics, and every other country in the world would take care of that problem by themselves. And we wouldn't even have to give them anything. All we'd have to do is, but they won't do that because they've got like a favorite they got to keep. So
disgusting. So we should join forces with the people who hate. We should join forces with all those Republicans, call out Biden for different reasons, get the and then use that to expose him on the real problem, which is the patent stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how we're going to do it. It is outrageous, and it just we got to hold them hostage. We got to say, Biden, if you don't do this, we are going to unleash this knowledge on your enemies on the right, and they'll really go crazy. Not because they'll really care about they will care if we show. See, I don't want to make their argument for them, but it's talk about hypocrisy. Like, you're totally making yourself vulnerable to criticism because, as you said, if you really cared about it, you'd be racing to get everyone vaccinated.
Right.
The problem is people who are anti-vax don't want to advocate that. If they had the intellectual discipline, they could use it just to say, well, either way, they're being inconsistent and hypocrites. We got to come up with some working papers on this, a bipartisan. It really is disgusting and disturbing, though. Like, they don't take it that seriously, or they take it seriously, but not as seriously as the favors that they owe.
Yeah, Moderna and AstraZeneca and whatever. And look, the pharmaceutical industry is very nervous about this whole situation because the precedent that theoretically it could set. Well, like where do you draw the line? Like, oh, we really need to allow generics in this case. Well, don't we need to also do that for river blindness and AIDS and a million other things? It's
so fucking craven.
Right?
What can we do?
I don't know.
We got to figure this out in a couple of episodes. We don't have a lot of time.
Yeah.
We need to I want to put those like Pfizer, Moderna, all those guys, the people who are making it impossible for people to get vaccinated in other countries easily, right?
Mm.
They need to live in one of the villages where people have not had access. Just plop them, just drop them right there.
Yeah.
Or we stand outside their houses with, well, not a rat, because that's the labor stuff. So what's going to be our symbol of death for COVID? A bat? because I think it's bat related, right? We don't go back
A
to
bat
the
or a
climate
pangolin.
change.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, pangolin. That's great. We need a blow up pangolin.
We do need a blow up pangolin. We should have a massive metallic pangolin that we could drive to Washington, like an armored one.
We should.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll be shooting armored. Yeah, that's really good. And we'll shoot
with flames coming out of its eyes.
We'll shoot COVID pellets at them. And at all the politicians blocking the vaccine, I actually would take out the big pharma guys first before I take out the anti-vaxxers. When I say take out,
hello, 911. There's a giant armored pangolin outside my house shooting COVID pellets at me.
Well, are you prepared to allow for generics?
Right, exactly.
All right, I relent. Hello, thank you so much for listening to and watching Useful Idiots. For full episodes and extended interviews, please subscribe at usefulidiots.substack.com. You can subscribe on YouTube at youtube.com/usefulidiots for clips, live streams, and full episodes. Also, subscribe to us wherever you find your podcast. Follow us on Twitter at UsefulIdiotPod and use the hashtag UsefulIdiotsPod. Join us Mondays at 10 a.m. for the Useful Idiots Monday Morning Show, where we discuss the Sunday morning news shows so you don't have to watch them.